Hi, this is Michelle Rumschlag, Naturalist, and welcome to Virtual Experiences with the Hancock Park District. It's Friday, so we're hitting the trails. This month we're talking all about maple sugaring, and in this session we're going to talk about animals and sap. So what is sap? Sap is a sugar water that all trees have. It's the blood or the lifeline of a tree. So we're learning about how the sap has been drawn from the trees and then made into maple syrup. So how did the first people, Native Americans and others, know that this was something that was okay to eat? Maybe have one of their friends test it, and if they were okay, that it was something that everyone could try? Probably not. They would have watched the animals, and one of them would have been a bird. We have a beautiful wood carving right here, and this is a yellow-bellied sapsucker. It's a type of woodpecker, but they're designed a little differently than other woodpeckers. Most other woodpeckers have barbs on the end of their tongue, so when they drill a hole, they can pull out that insect. The sapsucker has a brush-like tongue, and I have a great poster here that kind of shows what that looks like. So we've got our picture, and on the bottom corner underneath that bird picture there, you can see where it's those barbs, again, extracting that insect. And up here is what a sapsucker tongue looks like. So again, it's like a sponge and soaks up that sap. They're still able to eat insects because once that sap flows, the water will evaporate and it might become sticky, and that will attract insects. So the sapsucker can return and eat the insects that way. You can also see what a sapsucker well, that's the area where the sapsuckers drill their holes, is called. And they do it in lines or rows down the side of a tree. So it's not just a hole here and there like other woodpeckers would make. And then you can see here that the woodpecker's tongue is really neatly designed, and it's so long that it wraps around their skull and then comes out to their beak. So here we have a shagbark hickory, which we have seen some yellow-bellied sapsucker activity happening here at Litzenberg Memorial Woods. So they are in our parks. You just have to keep your eye out for them. Now, sapsuckers aren't the only animals that are eating sap. We have many of our native squirrels that are. And what they will do is they will girdle the maple trees with their front teeth. So those front incisors that are great for gnawing, and they will gnaw into the tree just enough so the sap will flow out. So they can drink some of the sugary sap, and just like the sapsuckers return and maybe get a little insect meal. There's other songbirds that also visit the sapsucker wells, insects and other mammals. So you can see from this poster, it's a wild variety of animals that are visiting it. And one I want to mention is the Rubythroated Hummingbird. Well, it's a little cold out still. We're in early March, and the hummingbirds aren't in Northwest Ohio just yet. They still need to migrate from down south. But as they make their way north, of course, they're looking for flowers, and they drink the nectar. That sugary water inside the flower is what they eat. So if they get up to here in Hancock County, and it's been maybe a cold spell, and the flowers haven't had a chance to bloom, the hummingbirds can visit those sapsucker wells, drink some of that sugary sap, and have something to survive on until the flowers have had a chance to bloom when it gets warmer. So you can see a variety of animals are drinking that sap. Join us next time on Monday for another story filled with maple sugaring. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.